In the last video, we finished up by discussing why building up this long string within our view probably isn't the best idea. And I'll go ahead and hide my sidebar so that we have a little more room. I will also go to View, Enter Distraction-Free Mode. There we go. Now to make this much more readable and reusable, we're going to take it in incremental steps, working up to a templating engine. So to begin, why don't we just set our template inline? Now, one of the things that Underscore offers us is its own little templating service, and it's very simple, but I think you'll be surprised to see how much you can get out of it without moving up to something that's more in-depth, like handlebars. So notice that we call it by using the underscore library.template, and within here, we're going to create our template, and we'll just put it inline for now. So we will say name, and I want you to notice that this is how we can reference a property name or a variable name. We surround it with these symbols right here. And we can change these. For example, if you're a fan of handlebars, then you know you can do something like this, where you surround it with curly braces. Underscore can be modified to do just that. But for now, I want to keep it simple, and we're going to stick with the defaults. So we're going to have name, and then within parentheses, the age, and then a dash, and the occupation. So now that we have this template set up, I can go ahead and remove everything within the HTML, and we'll get rid of our anti-pattern comment here. And now I will say this.template, and we need to pass in our data. Well, we know that we have our data from the model. So we can say this.model.toJSON. And if you remember from the earlier lessons, toJSON just returns an object of our data. So then every attribute or property within that model, name, age, occupation, is then available to our template. Let's save this and try it out. If I once again run personView.l, notice that we get the exact same effect. personView.l, and there we go. We're still getting it, but now we have a considerably cleaner solution than what we had before. So let's quickly go over this. What we're doing here is we're running underscore.template. That's essentially going to compile everything. So we're going to compile this template. And then that's actually going to return a function. Then when we call that function, which we've stored in this.template, we call it as a function, and the argument that we pass to it is the data that we want the template to use. So in our case, if we need name, age, and occupation, we want to make sure that the model attributes are available to it. So we send through this.model.toJSON. Now maybe we want the name surrounded within HTML. Well, we could do that. We can still nest HTML here. And now that is wrapped within strong tags, as we would hope. So again, what I want you to pay attention to is that this person view is the representation for that single list item. It doesn't have to be that. It can be whatever you want. It could be an app view, which is a general representation for your app. It could be an image view. It could be an image list view, the representation of a list of images. And that's what I want you to start thinking. Right now, as I noted, we have the representation for a single person. But how would we represent a list of people? Because right now, to add more, what would we do? Would we just keep creating new person models and person views? Yeah, that can quickly get a little bit muddy. So what we need to do is have a collection, which we'll discuss soon, and also a representation for the entire list of people. And that view's root element would likely be an unordered list. But we're not quite there yet. What I want you to think about right now is that we have our template, but still, this is a very simple HTML fragment, but we're already nesting strong tags. What about when we have anchor tags and images? This too can be improved. The important thing is to decide when. If we only had maybe what we have right now, we could probably get away with that. It's not a big deal. But as soon as you add a little bit of complexity, you really need to strip that out into its own external templates. And we'll take a look at those in the next video.